the past 50 years, plastic production has increased exponentially at an average rate of 8.7% per year. This information comes from Vincent Carrier, a marine biologist and director at National Model United Nations, published on their website in September 2018. This is because plastic is a cheap, durable, easy to come by resource that lasts for a long time. And by long time, I mean 450 years, as that's how long it takes plastic to fully decompose, meaning every single piece of plastic ever made still exists today. This has been seeping into our oceans for decades, but it is now starting to affect the lakes and rivers here in Minnesota, affecting the wildlife in our home state. Plastic pollution in the ocean is a serious problem affecting wildlife and its habitats. Today, I will first be informing you on microplastics and their effect on wildlife, and second, on the two-part solution of how cleaning up the ocean and placing regulations on plastic production and recycling on land is the necessary step to solve this. First, let us talk about microplastics and their effect on the environment. According to Mallory Macklin, an environmental biologist at Nanaimo Science, published on their website in July 2017, she states that microplastics are tiny plastic fragments less than 5 millimeters wide. These break off of decomposing plastic bags or items in the ocean and come from land-based sources such as landfills. These are also found in most marine habitats around the world. But these microplastics are effectively killing ecosystems and ocean wildlife. According to Catherine Kilduff, an ecologist and senior attorney at the Center for Biological Diversity, published on their website in May 2017, she states that fish in the North Pacific ingest 12,000 to 24,000 tons of plastic every year. This can lead to stomach blockage, internal bleeding, and death. Sea turtles also commonly mistake plastic items for food, but as sea turtles are generally larger than fish, this gets stuck in their stomach, and instead of killing them, it gives them the false sensation of being full, leading the sea turtle to starve to death. Marine mammals such as dolphins are also affected by this ocean pollution. They can get caught up and tangled in plastic nets and packaging and ingest the same things. There's also another aquatic animal that's affected, but not one that swims in the ocean, one that flies in the sky, seabirds. A seabird's main diet consists of fish and plastic items that they mistake for fish. And so it is estimated that by 2050, 99% of all seabirds in the world will have ingested plastic. Now that you know the plastic epidemic at hand, let us talk about the two-part solution that is needed to help solve this. The first part is to clean up the ocean. According to Vincent Carrier, as previously cited, this was attempted recently by a Danish entrepreneur who attempted to clean up the ocean with an artificial coastline. How this works is as a long floating tube floating on the surface of the ocean connected to a net, and that net is connected to an anchor. The ocean currents push on this tube, creating a U-shape in the water. The ocean currents then readjust for this new artificial coastline and push garbage and debris into the inner lip of the U, where it can then be easily collected by boats and humans to be brought back to the mainland to be properly disposed of on shore. This was very successful at first. However, a problem quickly arose when sea life started getting caught and entangled in the plastic net that was used underneath. However, they are currently working on a solution for this and hope to have it implemented sometime in 2019. The second part to this solution is to regulate plastic production and recycling on land. According to Kara Michelizio, a marine biologist at the Center for Biological Diversity, published in an article on National Geographic on September 19, 2015, she states that the United States government needs to place regulations on plastic production in large corporations. This would then push them to look for more eco-friendly, biodegradable plastic alternatives, which do exist today, they just aren't as cost-efficient as plastic. Stephanie Wood, an ecologist at Villanova University, published on their website in May 2018, also states that the United States should follow China and Italy's examples of banning plastic bags. This would lead consumers to search for more eco-friendly bags, such as reusable cloth bags or paper bags. She also suggests that the U.S. government should heavily consider adopting Norway's pant recycling system. What this system is in Norway, when you purchase a plastic bottle or can, there's an added tax on your total. After you use the bottle or can, you can then bring it to a pant machine, which are located all across the country, and return them for the money that you paid in tax. This is a great way to ensure that these plastics are properly reused and recycled, and a great incentive for the average consumer to recycle their plastic pollution. Today, I have first informed you on microplastics and their effect on the environment, and second, how the two-part solution of cleaning up the ocean and placing regulations on plastic production and recycling on land is a necessary step. Plastic pollution in the ocean is a serious problem affecting wildlife and its habitats, and this problem is only going to continue to worsen if there is not immediate action taken. It is projected that 2019 will be the biggest year in plastic production in history, and if we do not take an immediate action, then this will only continue to kill off ecosystems and the innocent wildlife that live inside them.